Alright, I'm still working shoulders and I'm sitting in a David Rear Lateral machine. It's like a reverse fly. It's one of my favorite Davids that I own. It's a very unique machine and I've actually never seen one in any of my travels in any gym. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about my David line. There's only 2 lines of this Future line David in the United States. And my one friend Chris, who's also a machine collector, he's a doctor in Florida, he, about 1.5 to 2 years ago, he called me and said, hey, I know a guy that wants to sell his line of David, his Future lines of David. Now they're extremely great machines. You can only get them in Germany. You got to have them crated up, shipped over. So I got a hold of the guy, his name's Justin. I got a hold of him through email. And he didn't want to get rid of them, but he didn't want to break them up. They were too special for him. He wanted to sell them as a circuit. And of course that takes a very discreet buyer that's willing to take all his Davids off of him. But I was extremely interested because I know how rare they are, I know how tremendous they are, and I know there's only 2 sets in the United States. So we negotiated and negotiated, and I ended up taking 18 Davids off of him for 33 cents on the dollar. Now he had to pay a tremendous amount to get them shipped from Germany because they just didn't ship them. They had to crate them, you know, wrap them and crate them and ship them over. Now a machine like this coming out of Germany, and it's a David line, would run around $7,000. Now I'm not fabricating this, I'm not kidding. That's how expensive the David Future line is. Now you're going to see the unique capabilities of this machine and how it specifically isolates the posterior infraspinatus area of the rear delt. Now to get in this, to adjust the weight or adjust the stack, it's located in the back of all Davids. That's why you see these Davids sitting out from the mirror considerably. You got to be able to get back in there, kneel down, adjust your weight. No big deal. To get in this side unlocks. There's a knob down here that unlocks. When I pull it all the way, it's going to lock again. Now, I'm using the full stack on this thing because I only want to do 1 set. So it's going to be a little difficult to get in. But you'll see. Here we go. There we go. We're locked in. Now you can notice the position of my arms. This is a true reverse fly. And the only muscle that's going to be impacted by this movement is specifically the posterior chain on the deltoid. Here we go. Pull the knob, out I go. So you can see the unique capability of this machine. It's just insane. It's one of the only machines or only exercise I've ever done where I can actually feel a pump in my rear deltoids when I get out of this. This just annihilates any dumbbell work for rear delt or any cable pulls for rear delt. It's just complete tension, rear delt, nothing else. And this machine creates an insane tension. More than dumbbells. I mean, dumbbells don't create any tension at all until you get back in peak contraction. That's the only effect you're going to have. But this is just incredible tension, and that's in the design. A lot of these Davids were made for physical therapy office, doctor's office, and you can see the size of them. They're not very wide, and they're made to go through any doorway. So this is a small room I got back here. It's about 25 feet long, about 9 feet wide. And it used to be a storeroom when I took over, so I cleaned it out, put mirrors in, put matting in it, and I was able to get 8 machines back here, so it's really good. So I got a lot of the smaller machines back in this little alcove, and so it works quite well for me having this. Like I said, I have quite a few machines. And you can see some other Davids in the line. This is my David neck, David torso rotation beside me, and so forth. And these are excellent too, the David torso rotation and the David neck.